What is up, fam? Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to my life movie. Today didn't start out the greatest. However, you have the power in your hands to make your day either great or not great. We're going on a cruise today and we have two EVs. Well, last night they didn't charge. So if I didn't go to the store or have a need to go to the store this morning to grab something that we needed, I wouldn't have known and we would have been late and possibly missed our cruise that we've been planning for so long. I don't know what happened, but my truck that's also an EV did not charge and it was at like 15%. We have a 2-hour drive, so yeah, that wouldn't have worked. So I am charging our Tesla Model X and we have about 239 miles. I think that's good enough. It's gonna be a great next few days. I am so excited to get away with my family, get away with my kids that I don't get to see a whole lot because they are adults now. Gonna take you along for a cruise. And you know what? Today started out kind of ugly outside. The weather is supposed to be a little ugly, but we're not thinking negative. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey guys, want to be my neighbor? Oh wait, you guys are my neighbors. They say it's a sign of some sort when a bunch of these birds appear in one place. Let me see if they all take off when they see my car. Oh, a couple of them did. Good thing I brought my boy some breakfast because he was eating some leftovers from yesterday, or he was getting ready to, and our daughter Bree managed to get into it and eat it all. So he didn't. He said it was hilarious. He got it all on video. So yeah, I did bring him some breakfast. Doesn't have to eat his leftovers. But while I was at the Tesla charging station, because I was there for a little while, I was on my phone browsing on X, and I came across this post, very sad post. This happened just last night. And I won't get into specifics. I'm sure you heard the news by now about, an active shooter. Anyways, this happened at a Tesla charging station of all places. And there was a hero involved. Thank God for him. The victims of this tragic accident, and I'm not sure if there was more, but they were in a Tesla SUV. I think it was a Model Y. And they couldn't escape. And if you know anything about Teslas or any EVs, when you have them plugged in, you can't drive off. And I do agree that there needs to be some sort of override protection, because if there was, these people would have been able to maybe hit the guy and stop him from doing what he was doing. They would have been able to escape. I mean, what do you do if you're at an EV charging station and somebody tries to rob you, but you're in your car, you can't unplug it, you can't go anywhere, you're stuck in your car? Or in like this case, something bad happened from the outside and they couldn't stop him. The guy was right in front of their car. They could have ran him over and it would have been well deserved. Sometimes an event like this can bring awareness to an issue that is pretty common that we need to fix. For example, there should be some sort of emergency override to make it where your Tesla or EV, wherever you're charging, you can just drive off. Now, I did see some posts of government vehicles that are EVs and they have this emergency pop-out mechanism. In other words, it looked like a little yellow plug that you plug up the EV to, and then you push a button and it just spits it out, which is great because you're not doing any damage to the EV chargers. I think every Tesla, every EV should have this emergency capability in the case that something bad like this happens again. Lives will be saved. I think this type of information is sort of bad being exposed right now to a bunch of bad people, because now they know that people in EVs that are plugged in can't go anywhere. So we need to fix this. We need to fix it fast. I know Elon Musk watches my videos. Well, maybe he'll watch this one. God bless the man that put his life on the line to save others. Please pray for him. Pray for the families that were affected. If you have a Tesla, any sort of EV, when you're plugged in, just make sure you're using situational awareness. Be vigilant. And if you're in one of those states like Florida, use your right to stay armed, because you never know when God will call you to help save somebody in need. I don't know all the details to this story. It's sort of kind of unfolding right now. I'm sure by the time I edit this video and put it out, there'll be more on that story. But yes, we do need some sort of emergency override. As an EV owner, I would pay for that. Hey, Bree. Was that your pizza? Why did you eat James's pizza?
Does it look good?
You got breed?
I was like, you got breed, bro.
You got breed in the face.
Bree, you ever seen the truffle shuffle?
Some donuts. Here, I'll let you have 3. I'm sure you want the chocolate one.
Your baby's hurt me
Let's leave the
so.
box here. Let's give it 5 minutes.
Babish? No, I don't want that. You stole it. It's yours. So Bree just traded her donuts for the already eaten James pizza. This guy loves sleeping on my bed during the day. So hey, you have it all to yourself for the next few days. You could sleep here even at nighttime. There's our ship. Well, the parking garage just blocked it. We are so late. I think they're honking the horn for us already. But you know what the great thing is? We beat the crowd. We still got like an hour and a half.
We didn't
to
beat
board.
it, we missed it.
Completely missed it. So my boy Al and his family are here. My kids are already here. And they told me that this was like a crazy, actually worse than an airport. So yeah, we did this last time, right?
We did. We waited. Last minute Larry's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our boarding time was right now. So I mean,
Well, it was like 3 o'clock, wasn't it? Or was it
3:30.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, we're right on time. It's
Right on
3:23. I mean, nothing wrong with boarding a ship early. Get to eat some food, hang out with your family early. But I don't know. I like going when there's not a crowd, and I mean, people are already settled in. So I mean, it's like we'll have the ship to ourselves. Look, Bree, it's the big boat. You excited?
Uh-huh.
She's been talking about this big boat for
3 months.
3 months.
Because you told her we were going.
Every single day. You want to go in the big boat? You excited? Okay, now we got to find a parking spot. Oh, there goes Al's car. Don't you love it when you get ready to turn into a parking spot and there's like a small car there or like a motorcycle? Are you ready for some Heine Kokoks?
Yeah.
That means macaroni and hot dogs. That's her way of saying macaroni and hot dogs. Heine Kokoks. She's ready for some food. That's all she's been talking about.
Well, she only
buffets.
had, in her defense, this time, she only had a scrambled egg and some fruit.
Oh, so she's hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cutting it close.
Yeah.
Look at that parking job right there.
That's terrible.
That car's hooked up to a charger. Oh, yeah, look what he
He brought
did.
his own.
Wow, that's smart. There was nobody in security. We were like, there was like 2 or 3 people. But look at this. If you get a chance and you go on a cruise, if you want to do it the right way, don't get on the ship with everybody else. Take the later check-in time because it's more of a breeze. Is she scared?
Yeah.
Come on, Bree, you got this.
She doesn't like see-throughs.
You got this, Bree, come on.
You're fine. Come
Bree
on.
thinks she's gonna fall out because of the clear glass. It's a sensory thing.
Come on. Answer me.
She's doing good. She's a little scared. It's just windows. You okay? We're almost there, Bree. Look, there's the big boat right there. You excited? Yeah? All right, here we go. Oh, you're fine. I got you. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. I got you. Hello. There, you did it. We're on the big boat. Good job. Whoa, that's so cool. What the heck is this? Whoa, Zane, get in there. We're gonna go through the Wizard Falls. Look at that. Nice. All right, we're all 4 gonna be in this room right here. Actually, they upgraded us to is this a balcony? It is a balcony. We weren't even supposed to get the balcony. We're supposed to get like a window. Oh, this is great. Let's check it out, man. Oh, yeah. We're at the front of the ship. You know what? The last time we were on the MSC Seashore, we were right up there. Yep, it was that room, right underneath that little... I think that's where the captain is. All right, this is one thing I learned when you go on a cruise. Make sure you bring, like, some playing cards just to have fun with your family. We got some Yahtzee to go, some Uno. I got Bree a coloring book, which she'll love. And I got this for Al's daughter, a little Lego set. A fun little hack if you're going on a cruise, especially an American cruise, you're very limited to sockets, like, for plugs. See that? That's all they give you. So, you see these guys right here? Get yourself a European adapter. And then bam. We got some extra. And see, that baby's lit up too, ready to go. All right, fam, we just left the port. Doesn't even feel like we're moving, but yeah, we are definitely moving. Bree finally got a caca. Whoa, look at that cool view. All right, these are some of the beaches close to Port Canaveral. Of course, it's raining, and we are taking this big ship in the middle of a hurricane. Hey, this is nice. Got an indoor pool. Our eyes are burning right now from all the chlorine. You can smell it too. My nasal passages, free of corona. Hey, how many kids do you think have gone pee-pee?
Probably a lot of them. There's a lot of kids in that.
It's busy. Look who's down there. Yes. My babies. I am so out of breath. So we decided to use the stairs instead of the elevator to get some exercise. No, I'm just kidding. It's not because of that. It's because the elevators, so many people using them, you're going to be waiting a long time. Went to the buffet. That was great. We went to the theater. They had this show. It was called Divas. It was pretty nice. And Bree loved it, by the way. She loves anything that's music and dancing. But tomorrow, we are going to be in one of the most beautiful islands. It's a private island, and there's no sharks. How is there no sharks? Well, I'm going to show you when we wake up in the morning. Let's do this. Good morning. Look at this beautiful view we just woke up to. Remember I was saying that there's no sharks here? Well, let me explain why. They got these nets right there because there are sharks in the Bahamas. Every beach here on this private island, it's called Ocean Cay, has this barrier. But there's nobody on the beach. We have the beach to ourselves. Well, it is 7 o'clock in the morning though. We might actually have a nice day today. I don't know, it's too early to tell. So these cruise lines have gotten pretty slick. Instead of porting in some of these ports where they drop off passengers and they spend their money on that particular island, they have their own little private island. So then when you come to the private island, you could spend your money there and it stays, you know, within the cruise line money. That's why a lot of these cruise lines have their own private islands now. I remember I have a whole vlog of the last time just Shelly and I came out here. It was a couple months ago. We went to Nassau. It was pretty cool. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to share some of it. It was pretty cool. It was still beautiful. Actually, I think it was more beautiful because the skies were completely blue. So the water was bluer. You could see sharks swimming in the water. There was people getting bit by sharks. And then we ate the sharks. Hey, check it out. The pool is completely empty. If y'all want to go in a cruise pool, come out like 7 in the morning. Look, nobody in the hot tub. You get a lounge chair. Doing the booty bounce. Who likes the booty bounce? Whoa, it is busy in here. My daughter-in-law, Shelly, they're back there somewhere. It's important to stay in shape when you're on vacation too, because you can't really eat in your own kitchen, you know? To make good food choices, we're doing our best. Look at this view. Look how beautiful this water is. And that person may not get bit by a shark. That is a big ship. Look at that. We were floating on that all night. It's like a floating planet. So this is Ocean Cay. Technically the Bahamas, but we're nowhere near mainland Bahamas. Check out the little coconuts. Who wants one? Oh, there's some little baby ones up there too. So this is kind of cool. And you know what? The water's gonna be a lot warmer than last time we were here. Brought my water shoes. Very important, because I could just keep them on. This water isn't as nice as on the other side, but there's less people. Looks like a cappuccino mixed with some cereal. So this is like a little lagoon. Water's a little nicer. So they've been in Central Florida building man-made versions of something like this. Shelly used to live in one. It was called Epperson, lagoon in Wesley Chapel. They have two of them. Epperson, what's the other one?
Oh, Murata.
Murata. And they're
Murata's a bigger one. It's like the double the size.
so in Weeki Wachee, close to where we live, they're building another one. Sand Key. Is that the name of it? Something Key?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but they're building a lagoon in Weeki Wachee. Houses are dirt cheap there too. I mean, the CDD fees and the HOA fees are, you know, that's what you have to kind of be careful with, but
They're not too terrible. We looked, remember?
they're not bad.
We were gonna buy one.
We were thinking about buying a vacation property there or some, but you can't rent them out on Airbnb. That's the only drawback. It's more for long-term vacationing, but I mean, imagine something like this. You don't have to worry about sharks. Actually, you don't have to worry about sharks here either. And it's a chlorine-free lagoon. Okay, this water's a lot nicer than across the way. Let's see what it feels like. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, it's crystal clear too. I mean, it's not like bath water, but it's still way nicer than before. I don't want to leave. That was honestly, I felt like I was on vacation, right? We just floated and got our hair wet. I mean, what's left of mine. Bree is loving some music right now. Okay, so this is the only annoying thing about going to the beach is all the sand. Look at that. But still worth it. Look who I ran into.
Hey,
this
everybody.
beautiful lady and this handsome fella right there. We all went swimming again. So we're headed back towards the ship because we don't want to get burnt. I'm so glad it didn't rain. I was a little worried yesterday. As soon as we left Florida, it was raining. Who said a prayer? It was my cousin.
Tede.
Yeah, big shout out to Tede. Teresa, we love you so much.
We do.
What was your favorite thing about the ship?
That's big.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what else?
I eat.
She won't eat. What do you want to eat? Heine Cockocks?
Yeah.
I'm gonna survive.
Teresa doesn't want to be Titanic. No Titanicing?
I Titanic her every night.
Or does she Titanic you?
She does. She takes
Yeah?
me down.
I take him down.
Look at this view, guys. We're in the Bahamas.
It's beautiful.
Look at the color of the water, man.
I love the color of the water.
Are we in Weeki Wachee?
Something like that.
Weeki Wachee isn't this blue.
It is gorgeous. So there's an infinity pool. Look at the back of the ship. This ship is so beautiful. MSC Seashore.
And then Al will just get behind you and he'll just
You
do
guys
the thing.
did it?
Did you?
We did do it last time we were here.
Okay, so you just
Just like that.
Oh my gosh, that's not what you do.
stop, Amaya.
There you go.
You hold her, you put your arms
Where do I put my arms?
on top of hers.
Like that.
Okay, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
look out, look straight.
Look at the little hermit crab. It's tiny. Like it's real little. Look at that.
He's a baby.
So cool. Like he is little. Check this out, fam. This is inside of the ship. Well, on the outside of the ship. Pretty awesome. Bree, you like it here? Yeah? You want to go swimming over there? No? Something incredible happened just a couple of days ago, and I want to share it with you. So, we've been doing prayers at the end of every single video, and a girl contacted Shelly, I believe it was through her Facebook,
Yeah.
and asked her for a prayer. And I'm going to let Shelly elaborate on this because a miracle just happened. It's sort of a sad story. Bear with us, but it has a happy ending. Check it out.
I often get prayer requests through my Facebook Messenger and always pray for the people. I'm spirit led, and something with this one I was prompted to do more. I heard like not an audible voice, but just that inner voice that said, do more. And so the girl reached out and she said that she just wanted us to pray for her because she was in a deep depression. She said that our prayers had helped her so much. And so I kind of asked her to elaborate, which I don't always do, but I asked her to, and she elaborated and said that she was going to be homeless with her, I think, 9-year-old. She was like on the verge of being homeless, and it was going to be, she didn't know what she was going to do. She is in kidney failure because a year ago, she was giving birth to a child, and during that childbirth there was some complications, and a placental abruption, I think is what it was called. And then the baby also had something called HELLP, which is ironic because it spells like help, but it's some sort of syndrome. And so the baby and the mother both died. They were able to revive her, but the baby was unfortunately not able to be saved. So ever since this happened, she was thrown into kidney failure. So even though she survived, she was thrown into kidney failure. So she's been dealing with kidney failure since then and had major complications.
She's a young woman too.
And
right?
she's not an older, like, she's a young mom, and she's single, and the sole provider for the home. So anyway, she said that I asked her how much money she needed for her rent, and she told me she needed $750, which is not a lot of money. So
She said she was getting ready to get evicted because she was in this such deep depression it caused her to get a little bit behind with work. And I mean, she was even on the verge.
Well, her health problems too. Like, she hasn't been able to really work, but she's been able to like manage, like get, she's got some Section 8 help with her assistance with her rent, but she had been late, and it was just, there was all these issues. So anyway, she had $750 that she owed. I prayed about it, and then I immediately felt like I needed to do more. So we're on a ship, we're like on our way to the Bahamas, and I'm like, I need to do something. So I had Wi-Fi, and I decided to put a post up, and I asked her permission to put a picture of her baby that passed away. She had this beautiful portrait done of the baby.
But we got the real picture of the baby, and now I know why this young woman was so sad, to the point where she even messaged, can I share the...
Yeah.
She was so depressed that she was going to be dropping off her 9-year-old to her dad, and she was going to take her own life. And that's when I was like, no, we need to pray. We need to do something to make her life a little bit better. Now, mind you, this young woman, she didn't get a hold of Shelly asking her for anything,
No.
but prayer.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I'm going to do something a little bit more. So Shelly went a step further, went on her Facebook. If you can, follow Shelly's Facebook too. She does some beautiful posts. Of course, one like this one, but in this post, she said, hey, if anybody is willing to help, $1, $5, whatever. She was able to raise, just in a couple of days, enough to pay her 2 months of rent. So
Actually, it was less than 24 hours.
It was
Less than 24 hours. Yeah, less than 24 hours. My Warriors, we raised, $1,500, close to $1,500. It was like just shy of $1,500, I believe. And I called her landlord. I told him that her rent was coming, that, please do not start eviction process. I don't want her to incur any more fees. And of course, if they start the process, they usually charge the tenant for the rent or the fees that costs. So I said, please don't start the process. And I literally did all this from the ship. And I told him, I said, we're on a cruise, but I just want to get this done. So I spoke with him. He said, okay. She was not able to pay payments through her portal because she was so far behind. And so I asked him if he could give access to that so that I could pay it for her. So that's basically what happened. So he gave her access to where we could pay the payment through the portal. She gave me her login information. I logged in, I paid her rent, and then I sent her the remainder of the money that was raised so that she could buy food, groceries. She didn't have any groceries. So she was so amazed. She was so shocked. She started crying.
Video bombs.
She said that Bree's bombing our video. She said that she was, her faith was renewed. I told her, I said, now don't you give up. Don't you give up. Like, you need to be strong. God heard your prayers. He listened. And then she actually sent a prayer. I don't know if I told you this. She actually sent a prayer for us.
Oh.
Which, again, but you never know how far your gestures can go. Like, I did not know until she
You might have
told me.
saved that young woman's
I
life.
believe we did. Like, collectively, the people who donated, and one person like donated almost $1,000. Well, no, one person did donate $1,000.
Huge shout
So there
out
was,
to her.
yeah, her name is Sheila. I don't know if she wants to be said, so I'll just say her name was Sheila. But Sheila donated $1,000, and then there was a lot of other, like 100 here, 100 there, and so it was amazing. And you know, it was only a handful of people. It was like, I think it was under 15 people, and it was less than 20. It wasn't. I don't even think it was 12 hours. It was like so fast. Like I woke up. When I went to bed, we had $400, and I was so happy. And then woke up the next morning, and that $1,000 donation had come in, and it was like, wow, like God is so good. God is amazing. And I'm still going to continue to raise money for her because she's in bad shape. She's in really bad shape, depression-wise. She's literally in kidney failure, not really able to work. And like I said, she does get assistance from Section 8, but that doesn't pay everything. And so I want to keep collecting money for this lady, and I've got the access to her portal now, and I can log in and pay anything I want anytime I want. so I'm gonna. I just feel that she needs more help. She still hasn't been able to put a headstone on her baby's grave. And she told me that, and she was really sad. And I'm like, I get it. That's really awful. But right now you need to focus on your rent, keeping a roof over your head, and getting food on your table.
Yeah.
I
And
said
being there
that
for her
can come
9-year-old
later.
daughter.
And being there for her 9-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And I said, so that's what you need to focus on. She even asked me, she said, I know you and Omar were hairdressers. And she goes, it's kind of embarrassing. She goes, but my hair is so matted because I just lay in bed all the time because I'm so depressed. And she goes, my hair is like, oh, she goes, do you know what I can do? And I said, well, if you got dreadlocks going on, you may have to shave your head. But just this poor girl. And
What's her name?
you guys can send out some prayers for Juliana and just, you know, lift her up and this young girl of hers, because I'm sure it was devastating for her daughter too.
Oh man.
You know, to think she was going to have a little sister and then.
Well, the thing is too is her young daughter has to see her mom suffering through this depression as well.
Yeah.
So we really do. I mean, I'm gonna. My goal. Shelly and I are donating ourselves, but I do want to set a goal to possibly have her rent paid for an entire year. And if there's any money left over, maybe it could go towards food. They could go towards lifting her spirits up so that she doesn't do what she was thinking about doing. And I know that there's people that aren't able to give, and I understand that. I'm praying for you that one day God fills your cup so much that you're able to give beyond. I mean, that's what prosperity is. It's for you to be blessed so abundantly that you have extra that you can bless others with. That's what prosperity is.
Well, even one person like donated $5. Like even $5
$5
made a
is
difference
great.
because it doesn't matter. Like, and what's really, there's so many stories in the Bible about how people, you know, if you can give little with little, you'll be blessed. You know, I mean, there's so many.
Well, think about the woman that
Yeah.
was it at the well that she gave everything she had. It was a little bit, but she gave Jesus.
Yeah. When you give, when you only have a little bit. I mean, I can tell you right now, like I raised 4 kids pretty much by myself, and but I still always gave. Like I still gave, and even if I felt led to give, I gave, and I always had everything I needed. And I believe that because of that heart that I had, I've always had that servant heart, and you have too, ever since I've known you. And when you have that servant heart, God sees that. And I don't do those things for blessings, but
No,
it's just the
but
natural.
God will bless you.
Yeah,
because
will
He
bless
knows
you.
where your heart is, and He
Right.
knows that you're going to take care of His people with it. So that's what Shelly's trying. And Shelly has a huge heart for single women that are struggling and doing it on their own. And that's how, what's her name? Juliana? Juliana. So want to lift her up in prayer. If you can't give, you can give by praying,
Pray.
okay?
Yeah,
pray
praying
for
that
this
other
young
people
woman.
can, yeah.
And I also want to pray for some of y'all that are going through the same situation, even your finances. I want to pray for your finances to be blessed. And when God blesses your finances, please do not forget where that blessing came from, because it's so easy to.
Dear Heavenly Father, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for using me in this situation with Juliana and prompting me to do what I did so that your blessing could be passed on to her. I know that was all you, Like, you led me to do that, and then you led the people that read that post to give what they gave. And thank you, Lord, for those people. I pray that you continue to bless them because they did your work. This was not me, this was not them, this was all you, and you led these people as well as myself to help this young lady, God. And I pray that she continues to seek you in these times and pray. And I just want her to be blessed. I want her out of this depression. I claim that for her in Jesus' name. And God, there's people listening right now that as we were telling this story, they probably said, I know what that's like. They probably said, that's me right now. And God, I want you to lay your hands on their life and pour blessings upon them. If nothing more than just to let them know that they're not alone and that you're hearing their prayers and that you're catching their tears.
Heal their broken hearts.
Lord, this young lady was ready to give up. She felt so helpless and so hopeless that she was just gonna drop her daughter off at her dad's and take her own life because she feels so small right now in her brokenness. And God, I pray that you wrap your arms around anyone who knows what that's like, anyone who's in that position right now, Lord, anybody who's questioning whether or not their life has any value. I want you to speak to their hearts and let them know that they are worthy. They're worthy. If they're breathing, God, that's the breath that you put in their lungs. Until you take them, they have purpose here. And I want every single person here listening that may feel that brokenness right now to know that you are there. And if there is breath in their lungs, they are supposed to be here. I pray that nobody takes their life into their own hands, but rather they lay their life at your feet. God, there's a lot of people that need to be blessed in their finances, especially right now. And I just lift those people up as well. Let them use their finances in a wise way, because that is what you call us to do. And I pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much for watching, and we pray for nothing but blessings in your life. Gotta go for now. Before we leave, give me a smile.